said to the rabbit, you're gonna make it. I said to the rabbit, are you gonna make it? I said to the rabbit, you're gonna make it. The rabbit said, well, I've got to. You get it? Little woman thought's a sacred thing. Woman thought's a sacred thing. Woman thought's a sacred thing. What's a man to do? Try a little tenderness, so it's ready. Said, try a little tenderness is what it said. Try a little tenderness, so it said. And then it said, I got to. Watch me work. Now there's two kind of people in the world. There's two kind of people in the world. There's two kind of people in the world. The day people and the night people. And it's the night people's job. It's the night people's job. It's the night people's job to get the day people's money. That's sad. Well, between the devil and the deep blue sea. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. That's where I am. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means I'm fucking cool. Maybe it means I'm fucking cool. Maybe it means I'm fucking cool. Maybe it means I'm in Port Aransas, Texas. That's what it means. Now, if it's in the groove, everybody loves it. If it's in the groove, everybody loves it. If it's in the groove, everybody loves it. The great Howlin' Wolf said that. Now, we've a short time to be here. We've a short time to be here. We've a short time to be here. So get out of your rut, let's get in the groove. Get out of them ruts, let's get in a groove. Get in a rut, get out of it. Get in the groove. Are you ready for this? We'll see you, won't we? Little woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like a tempest storm. She can dance like a little Egypt. She works down the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is. Snake farm, it's a reptile house. Snake farm. Ooh. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is. Snake Farm, it's a reptile house. Snake Farm. Asked Ramona how come she works there. She said, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, and some kid gets fit at the Snake Farm. I said, Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is. Snake Farm, it's a reptile house. Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really, it really is. It goes Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty. Snake Farm. It pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but looking at you, it ought to be more appropriate. Hear me now, everybody. I said Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty. Snake Farm. It pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. I'm getting into it. Ramona Locks, malt liquor, and a band from Wales that was called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up, says, come on down here, it's getting warm, and she runs everybody off, and we, Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm, last chance. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house. Snake Farm. Thank you guys very much. We're very happy to be here. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce the band from Austin, Texas. On the drums, that's Kyle Snyder back there on them booty drums. Over here on the guitar, that's my son Lucas over on the guitar. What a nice crowd. It's wow, this is obviously the first time that a number of you have appeared before me. So I would imagine after the first two songs, if it is, you're highly nervous. Wondering what the refund policy is. There is none. I've just written these songs I talk about in my singing. I wrote this next song here with a young guy named Hayes Carl. First time I met Hayes Carl down in Galveston. No, it was Galveston, yeah. I'd heard of Hayes, but never heard him before. And it's about 3 hours out from Austin down there, everybody knows. So anyhow, this buddy of mine said, here's a book you can read on the way down there. I said, what's it about? They're about these French poets from the late 1800s. And I go, yeah, right, I want to read that. But I started reading about these guys, their poetry. Their poetry was like brilliant. They were breaking the rules of poetry up to that time. They're taking what the Romantic poets had done, watered that up, thrown that away, and writing almost like rock lyrics in the late 1800s French. It was brilliant. But they were despicable people. They drank. They drank a whole lot. Pretty easy crowd to bond with. And they were despicable people, but the writing was brilliant. So I get to Galveston, I hear Hayes perform, I say to myself, well, this is what happened for Rambo trapped on a guitar. says the bridge, she sets it on fire. She lays like a bird on a telephone wire. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some Escalade, and then I'm gonna run man with gasoline. The drunk a poet's drink. Now there's some money on the table and a pistol on the floor. A few paperback books by Louis L'Amour. Whiskey bottles and scattered light last night's clothes. With cigarettes and papers and Oreos, not Domino's. Now my harmonica has got a busted reed. My lips are chapped and are about to bleed. She says there's nothing when she was a kid. I should dance with the dead at the pyramids. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some Escalade, and then I'm gonna rhyme out with gasoline. A drunk on poet's drink. Now I'll never pay back my student loan. Ace wrote that line. Smelling like Coors and cheap cologne. She tells me not to worry about Judgment Day. She says time to get into heaven just ain't our way. I'm gonna holler and I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna give me some Escalade, and then I'm gonna rhyme out with gasoline. A drunk on poet's drink. Oh, no, I know a woman and she's wild and wrong. She likes being naked and gauged upon. Thank you guys very much. Hayes called. Now we made that song up, and Hayes put it on an album. It's a different version. We went in there and I met. He said, "I got this song I want to write," and I said, "Okay." So I walked over to his house. He said, "I got this line. I know a woman wild as Rome," and I said, "She likes being naked, engaged upon." So anyhow, that's about as far as we did it together. Then we split. And he called me up a couple months later and said, "Hey man, I finished that song. I put a bridge in it." And I said, "Well, I'm not going to sing a bridge. That's too hard." And so anyhow, he's got a version of it. It's really great version. I love it. It's just different. It's like twins that aren't like identical. There's a word for that. They just maybe they don't even like each other. But he's got a great version. I got a different version, and I put it on this album. Came out about 6-7 years ago now. It came out on this album. The title of the album was A Enlightenment, B Endarkenment, Hint There Is No C. It's the worst title there's ever been for an album. A lot of music journalists let me know that. It's got this really creepy picture on the front from the album cover. I got my head cut off. I'm holding my own head in my own hand. I mean, kind of a nice suit. But you show it to little kids, it kind of skips them out. So it's got a horrible title and a creepy picture. So you've got to be asking, Ray, why would you do that? Wouldn't be asking it in unison, would you? Well, I'll tell you why, since some of you ask randomly. I finally figured out you get more attention by burning down the barn than you do carrying out the trash. Sugar's got some sweetness to it. They do my baby's lips. When she hears some old howling wolf, she got the rule of hips. She ain't much for the bluegrass fiddle. She likes the bottom slide. A little kick with a lot of bottom, and the rest of it to take the ride. Listen up, look at here. I'm talking about the country blues. Now you can take some black diamond strings and you put them on a J45. Get these chords, get a thump you downright sanctified. Or you can take an old lipstick pickup, play it through a big dirt tweed. It's so sweet, oh so sweet when it squeals, squalls, and bleeds. Listen up, y'all. Look at here. Talking about all the country blues. All them down country blues. Well, did you enjoy my little finger picking lead ride? You want to hear it again played right? Yeah, me too. One, two. You know I'm strong for the unions and the rank and file. I talk with a southern drawl. I still say honey child. And I'm partial to old John Lee Hooker singing Keep Crawling Snake. And I believe that muddy waters is as deep as William Blake. Listen, look at here. You see I'm talking about the country blues. Listen. Look at him. Talking about the country blues. All right. Them down home country blues. if this should be the first time that you've ever seen me perform, you've probably come to the conclusion that I am an acquired taste. And I am not for everyone. And this next song here should weed you out. All I wanted was a stripper girlfriend and a gold topless car. Be careful of the things you wish for, you might get them. There was a nightclub in Dallas, it was called Mother Blues. It's where Lightning Hopkins played, Freddie King even paid some dues. And all the dealers and gamblers and young white hipsters, they all made the scene. The girl at the door who checked IDs was just 16. It was not a place for law-abiding citizens. Now Jackie Jones, he had him a habit, he just couldn't stop. Say, give me $500, I sell you my Les Paul gold top. I drove my daddy's car down to Ross Avenue and I sold it. I guess I should have told him. He alluded to the police and someone stole it. It was just the first of many bad decisions I was to make for the next 20 years. Oh, but I had me a guitar. This is the first song that I learned on it too. All right, now there's this thing. A lot of you probably know what it is. It's called after hours. That's when the real nightlife begins, when the clubs close. Now at 2 a.m. and everybody is gone, but the band, the dealers and Jack Jones. Then the girls from the Landing Strip Club come over after they put the clothes back on. So I'm Mamaw Blues, I'm sitting on an amp, I'm playing Twist and Shout. And this tall drink of water walk in, looked like she might have to shoot her way out. She come up to me, she said, "You know anything good on that guitar?" I didn't say nothing, I just kept playing. She said, "Have you ever heard this song called Poke Salad Annie?" I just kept playing. She said, "Every time I hear that song, my insides feel like warm butter. I just want to take off my clothes and dance around in my underwear." I said, "Down in Louisiana, when I did a course of me, yeah." That's all I knew of it. But it was enough. She was a woman of the word, pal. So me and this dancer, we hit it off like a metaphor. Like a metaphor for a hydrogen bomb. What would that be? I'll tell you. We was in rich uranium, supercritical mass. We was a chain reaction. It was love and lust. It's mostly lust, but it's a mutual attraction. So there I was, boys, at 21 years old. I had it all. I had a fine stripper was a beautiful girl, but she liked to drink a lot of tequila. Yeah, that ain't all. I come home 4 or 5 times. She bought my Les Paul. So we broke up and she went to Hollywood. She married her an actor. She got a job dancing on the Hudson Brothers TV show and Molly Lipstick for Max Factor. You know, I'm glad she done all right. I got over her eventually. I am glad she done all right. So now me, you know, well, I never really budgeted through the gigs into the big time as a rock and roll star. For 40 years, I just carried around an old gold top guitar. But love and fate are mysterious things in this funky old world. It was 30 years ago, I ended up marrying that Mother Blues door girl. We had us a boy, he's 26 years old now, he's playing guitar. That's him right there. I don't know. You know, I don't know if Lucas is gonna hang his life on a guitar. It's a hard old road. Not every gig is as good as this one. But I'm very, very grateful for the time that I get to share the stage with my son. I'm very grateful to share the stage with Kyle Snyder tonight. He's laying down a groove, even hammer nail. I say, man, I'm old cat. I've been doing this for a long time, but I'm very, very grateful that I'm still writing songs. I'm very grateful I'm able to travel around and play them for people. And I'm extremely grateful that people will come out and hear me play these old songs I wrote. You know, the days that I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations, I have really good days. And this has been a damn fine day. I need to share something with you really briefly, and I'm not trying to brag about showing something cool I did, but I had a bunch of my buddies there in Austin give me a hard time about something. I don't know if you haven't seen Kyle Lucas, myself, and a young bass player when we appeared on David Letterman, I guess about 6 or 7 years ago now. Had a bunch of my buddies say, man, I can't believe you was on big time David Letterman TV show and you were singing your song and you forgot and you left out 2 verses. We had to do that because of a time. And what had happened about 6, 7 years ago, my agent, she gets this phone call. Says, this is Jennifer from Worldwide Fence. And David Letterman, like if Ray Wiley would appear on his TV show January 9th and sing the song Mother Blues. So my agent said, well, let me check his calendar and make sure he's not doing a happy hour gig in Waco. Those things are really hard to reschedule. So luckily I wasn't. She said, and Dave would like Ray to sing the song Mother Blues, but you only got 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so we had to cut out the metaphor verse, which was the hardest verse to write, and just didn't forget like I did last week.
That was a low days.
And this next song here I wrote with a young girl named Liz Foster. She was in this band called the Trishas, just a great, great band. And as long as I've been doing this, I never had written with a woman. I written with Hayes and Slade, some of these other cats, just never had written with a woman. So Liz said, Ray, we should write a song together. And I said, yes, we should, Liz. This would be an opportunity to look at the world through the perspective of a woman and honor that viewpoint through music and lyrics. So I said, yeah, man, let's write a song together. I was real excited about this. So we got together to write a song. I said, what about this for the first line of the song? She goes, I don't think we want to say that. I said, what about this for the first line of the song? She goes, I wouldn't feel comfortable singing that line. I said, well, this, I'm trying to see what it'd be like if I were a woman. What about this line? She goes, oh, no, we're not using that. That point I realized that if I was a woman, I would be such a slut. No, wore out when we still a slut. It's so nice to come down here to Port Aransas. It really is. It's such a wonderful, wonderful venue. The people here are so nice and everything. And since I found out we were going to be driving and we're going to be flying, I said, well, I'm going to bring a very special guitar back down to Port Aransas. And, this guitar here, this old beat up thing I got right here, this was my grandfather's guitar. And he got it from a guy from Port Aransas who was going through up to Kansas at the time, back in the 50s. And I said, well, I'm going to bring it back down to Port Aransas. And my grandpa, he wasn't much of a guitar player. He played, he played Wildwood Flower on the Double Eagle, but it had this on it. And he would plug it into the radio and play those songs, and I'd dance around, little kid. And it's just wonderful. I said, Grandpa, let me play that guitar. And he goes, no, I don't think so, man. I said, let me play it. He goes, no. And I go, why not? He says, you can't play a man's guitar unless he gives you permission. You just can't go pick it up and play it. And I go, let me play it. And he goes, I don't think so. He never would let me play it. I guess he was trying to teach me to respect other people's property, but he never would let me play it after I got older. It'll be 29 years come January. I was out in L.A. and my grandmother called me and said, you need to get up here. Granddad's health's failing. So I drove from L.A. back up to Paris, Texas, where they were living at the time. It took me about 33 hours. I got there, and my grandma came out and said, I'm glad you're here. Granddad died. Been asking about you, going, where's Ray? Where's Ray? Wants to talk to you about that old guitar. I went in there. He was on his deathbed, and he sold it to me. I'm sorry. You people are so nice. I shouldn't have done that. Oh man, you've been so nice. I'm sorry. I feel terrible. I feel, that I wrote him a hot check. This record last year, it's called Tell the Devil I'm Getting There as Fast as I Can, which is meant to be taken metaphorically. Like I say, my old cat, somebody said, Ray, you're getting old. You go, well, tell the devil I'm getting there as fast as I can, which is kind of a smart-ass thing to say. Hopefully it's taken metaphorically rather than a prophecy, but it's not really a concept record, but there's a theme that runs through a couple of songs there. I mentioned I'm an old cat. You get to be my age, you start thinking about your mortality. So there's a couple of songs on there where the idea is I hope God grades on a curve. I'm not Mother Teresa, but hey man, I'm not a pill of a Hun. So maybe a C minus, won't get me into heaven proper, but maybe it will get me into some sort of celestial vocational night school. I had a good fortune on the song on the album to have Eric Church and Lucinda Williams are singing a chorus. Pretty big deal. I'm pretty impressed with that. And there's actually a video of Tell the Devil I'm Getting There as Fast as I Can that I did myself on iMovie. It's a video, and Eric Church and Lucinda are in the video. If you should see Eric or Lucinda, don't tell them they're in the video. I didn't. Obviously they haven't seen it because they haven't heard from any lawyers yet. This is a rock and roll fable. I wrote this kind of through my son's eyes a little bit for the time his girlfriend Kelly. So it's kind of a little got a change the strings on my ES335. Tell the devil that I'm getting there as fast as I can. Laying this old Gibson in an all-country band, and loving a woman who can out-cuss any man. Tell the devil that I'm getting there as fast as I can. I met her in LA. We was opening for Sunbow. She had eyes mascared up like Eva Green. She sparkled with wildness like the blue yonder. She'd done a time in darkness and was 2 years clean. She wears an old leather jacket, and it was made by Irish saints, and boots engraved with skulls and thorns. She got her ink in Tulsa, but she don't like red dirt bands. Being in love with her is like living in a thunderstorm. Tell the devil that I'm getting there as fast as I can. Playing this old Gibson in this all-country band, and loving a woman who can out-cuss any man. Tell the devil that I'm getting there as fast as I can. Now the faithless live in grays and faded purple, and the gamblers never bet on 12s or 2s. The drunk-up poets disappear into deep shadow, and the rock and roll believers sing the easy rider blues. Tell the devil that I'm getting there as fast as I can. Playing this old Gibson in this all-country band, and loving a woman who can out-cuss any man. Tell the devil that I'm getting there as fast as I can. Thank you guys very much. I see Mr. Kyle Snyder back there on them drum things. I'm so grateful he's here. I think old Luke has been coming to these things ever since he was a little kid down here. We used to come down here a lot and everything, and had a very good fortune, Lucas, here to be, be here in Texas. He's run across some really averaging at 12, 13 years old. He's been running around with some really good, fine guitar players, guys like Stephen Bruton, Seth James, and Cody Canada and Derek O'Brien and some of these other cats. And so we're going to do a little low down Texas blues for you right now. Taking what I hope is the future of classic rock. I was raised up on sugar cane. I was born down in Nazareth. I was raised up on sugar cane. I am gals down in Mobile. They'll say sweetness in my name. I'm going ready to go see this, all right now. Now you got both hands straight up on a clock or a watch. It's either noon or it's a midnight hour. I reckon you all know that. I want to see if you know that. If you got both hands straight up on a clock or a watch, it's either noon or it's the... Okay, some of you know that. Some of you may not know. You know you're in Amarillo, Texas. Lord, there's a lot of nice people there. Oh, it smells like milk turned sour. song here is called Mississippi Flush. That's a gambling term. My father was a gambler up in southeastern Oklahoma. He always told me, he said, if you're ever in a card game and somebody says they have a Mississippi Flush, then you better know what that is. Now they got a little game called 5-card draw. All the tickets Sears in Arkansas. You can make a little money if you're wagering on cards. You can't get to heaven living this hard. Deliver me from my sorrow and shame. Release me from my burden and pain. Now it's a one-eyed jack and a suicide king. All the ace of spades and 2 black queens. Never draw to an inside straight. I think a 10's waiting at my gate. Deliver me from the sorrow and shame. Release me from my burden and pain. Oh, blackbird, blackbird, fly away home. Sing a prayer over St. John's Road. Tell the gamblers they're gonna die alone. Blackbird, blackbird, fly away home. Blackbird, blackbird, come back again. Oh, don't tell mama where I've been. I ain't going to the river. I'm gonna jump in. Blackbird, blackbird, come back again. All right, are you with me so far tonight? Now, some of you know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, here's what's happening. These guys are playing cards. They're playing a game called 5-card draw. This guy looks at his hand. He's got an ace, a king, a jack, and 2 queens. He throws away one of the queens, and in the draw, he gets a 10. And then he looks again, and they're all the same suit. Whoa. Now that's called a royal flush. If you're ever playing cards and you get one of those and you got a farm, what do you do? Yeah, you'd think that, would you? But it's an ace-out straight, all the same suit. Read him and read this hand, can't lose. Somebody said, well, that ain't good enough. They said, that don't mean a Mississippi flush. Mr. Ledbetter, will you tell me again, what's a Mississippi flush? How can it beat this hand? He said, they don't ask questions in the graveyard. It's a small revolver and any 5 cards. Deliver me from the sorrow and shame. Release me from my burden and pain. I guess that beats me. I'm blackbird, blackbird, fly away home. Say a prayer over St. John's bones. Tell the gamblers they gonna die alone. Blackbird, blackbird, fly away home. Blackbird, blackbird, comes back again. Don't tell mama where I've been. I'm going to the river. I'm gonna jump in. Blackbird, blackbird, come back again. Thank you guys very much. I guess it about 5, 6 years ago, my wife Judy, she got in this correspondence, this young young man who's stationed over in Afghanistan. She sent him some records and some swag and stuff like that. And he was coming home on leave, so Judy said, we're going to go up and surprise him. So he's up here in Fort Worth, so Judy and I drove up, met him and his folks, and went to his house and everything. And he's telling me that this next song here, that every night before they'd go out on recon patrol, they'd play this song. And so it took on a different perspective. And all I really want to say right now, we're going through, you know, it's kind of a funky time here, but it doesn't matter whether you are a Democrat or Republican or independent. If we're going to send those guys over there, we need to take care of them when they come back. No matter which side, there's a bunch of things too. My friend Mary Gaucher has a thing called Soldier Songs, as does as well. If y'all check that out, it's a good thing. But so anyhow, this was also in the movie. Also in the movie Hell or High Water, which is, if you ought to check that movie out. I come down from Oklahoma with a pistol in my boot, paradise, a deck of cards, and a Bible in my suit. I come here as the cause of tears, just to cry and shame. 7 stud, eternal blood, I'm just looking for a game. Double-cross the state of Texas, and they give me a little time. I told myself to double-cut the cards and hold scriptures in my mind. I learned to love the tumbling dice and to believe the word. Tombstones or rolling bones beats anything I ever heard. Patience is a virtue that I don't possess. I can't deny that heaven lies beneath a cotton dress. How small a part of time we share till we hear the sound of wings. I am lost in the dust of the chase my life brings. I take a long Samuel Cobb and never died. I kiss the cards and I hold them to my breast. And when I see the King of Hearts, I know that I am blessed. And though my eyes are blind, sometimes I know there's something there. So when the time's at hand, I kill a man. Bible and my son. How small a part of time we share till we hear the sound of wings. I am lost in the dust of the chase that my life brings. How small a part of time we'll share till we hear the sound of wings. I am lost in the dust of the chase. I love this. A lot of people come up and ask me about songwriting. Well, not a lot of people, a few people. I think there was one guy one time. And you think they'd ask about, rhyme or meter and everything. But we got it a little bit earlier, and we set up and everything. We were going out there, and all of a sudden this young kid came up, young man came up and said, Mr. Hubbard, can I talk to you for a minute? And I said, hey, man, I'm kind of busy. He said, well, can I tell you how inspiring you are? And I went, well, yeah, I guess so. And he said, I really like your songwriting and everything. And I said, well, I thought that's great. He said, I want to do what you do. And I said, what? He said, I want to be a songwriter. And I said, well, get your guitar and write some songs. He said, man, I ain't got any money to buy a guitar. And I said, well, you got $20? And he goes, no, I don't even have $20. I go, well, too bad, because I wrote a book, tell you how to get a guitar. So he came here, so I got to hang on one second. I got to do this. I wrote this book. It's called A Life, well, lived, a life well lived. And so anyhow, I talk about some old stuff in here and road stories and all that. But I got this one little section in here where I talk about, like, if you're a songwriter but you can't move to Nashville, or you got a family and then you can't, just get in a van with the band, that, I talk about some things you could do to kind of get your songs noticed by people, which one of the things is don't send them to me. I got so many damn songs, I'll never be able to record them all. But anyhow, I talk about that, but then right down here it says, that's great advice, Ray, you're a most brilliant cat. Which, I wrote that, but it's a ploy, a conversation thing. It says here, you think that's brilliant? How about this? If you're a young, broke songwriter and don't have any money to get a good guitar, here's what you do. Go to your girlfriend's dad and say, if you buy me a Gibson J45, you will never see me again. That was a ploy too. There was no young kid. I just did that to let you know I got a book for sale. If you should need anything, that's Kelly Hubbard over there somewhere out there. That dude there, she'll take, if you should, buy a CD or something and give her the money and get your CD and your change. Make sure you got your watch. Anyhow, also, so we were out here coming across over here, and this other fellow came and said, Ray Wiley, and I go, what? He said, are you going to do the song Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mother? I'm not trying to bleed you for applause, I'm just telling you what happened. They said, we hear you don't do it every night. I said, I don't do it every night. They say, you're going to do it tonight. I say, I don't know. They said, if you don't do it, we're going to be so disappointed in you. And I know how they felt, because back in the 80s, I went to see Bob Dylan. And I really wanted to hear Bob Dylan do Masters of War, but he didn't do it. Or he did it, and I didn't recognize it. Did you get that gig? So anyhow, for you people that have that void in your life, let me sing this old song from a long time ago called Up Against the Wall, Redneck Mother. But it may not say a lot for either one of us, but let me explain something. A long time ago in a land far away called West Texas, if you was a young, long-haired, cosmic cowboy, hippie musician, it was very dangerous times. This was before Willie Nelson sang at the Armadillo World Headquarters in Austin, Texas, bringing the hippies and the rednecks together through the power of damn good country songs. this isn't one of those. He is born in Oklahoma. So was I. His wife's name is Betty Lou Thelma Lou. He's not responsible for what he's done. His mother, oh, she made him what he is. And it's up against the wall, redneck mother. Sing along, relive your misfit youth. Mother, the sun's so out. But he's 34, drinking in a honky tonk. He's just a kicking hippies ass and raising hell. Well, you know, he sure likes to drink Lone Star and Pearl and Shiner Bock beer. He likes beer. He likes beer made in Texas, i.e. he likes Texas. He traded in his GMC pickup truck and got him a Ford. He gave it to his son, who put a little plastic statue of Robert Earl Keen on the dashboard. He's a saint, and it's up against the wall. Redneck mother. Said mother, that ring, the sun's so out. He's 34, drinking in a honky tonk. Just a kicking hippies ass and raising hell. You know him is actually for the mileage I've got out this song. O is for okay, that's about enough of this. T is for Texas, Lukenbach, Texas, where the great Sherry Jeff Walker did this so long ago, and I'm so grateful. H is for here we are at Port Aransas, I like it here. E is for enough of this, and R is for redneck. It's up against the wall, redneck mother. Drink up and sing along. Mother, that ring, the sun's so out. He's 34, drinking in a honky tonk. Just a kicking hippies ass, raising hell. Okay, you're on your own, and it's up against the wall, redneck mother. Temple people. Hey, my watch stuff. That was the best that's ever been done. Okay, no it wasn't. Hey, I mentioned I got a book, I got some hats, I got CD, a bunch of stuff over there for sale, and I was really hoping to sell some tonight. But I tell you what, after that, take the money you were going to spend on one of my CDs and maybe buy yourself a pitch pipe and a metronome. You know who you are. It was the best that's ever been done. Let's get Mr. Kyle Snyder on them drum things back there. Now Lucas over there taking that guitar. Had to have old Kelly with us back there when the prettiest merch girls running around. So anyhow, this is a song I wrote a while back, and I gotta tell you this one thing real quick about, I guess guess about 2 or 3 years ago, I was riding in my van, all of a sudden my phone rings, I go, hello, and this voice on the other line goes, Ray, this is Ronnie Dunn. I said, who? And he goes, Ronnie Dunn. I said, I don't know a Ronnie Dunn. He said, it's Ronnie Dunn of Brooks and Dunn. I said, are you the one in the hat? And, he goes, no, I'm the other. I said, who the hell is he? He goes, Ronnie Dunn. He said, tell me your wife gave me your phone number. Oh, man, it's really Ronnie Dunn. Sorry about the hat remark. I said, what can I do for you? He said, I don't know if you want to get together and write some songs. So I said, yeah, sure. So I went up there. I never had met the cat. Went up there and met him. He's really just a great cat. And so anyhow, we wrote some songs together. So what happened was, is all of a sudden he recorded it. Then he sent it to Sammy Hagar to play guitar on it. Well, Sammy thought he was pitching it to him, so Sammy cut it and put it on his last record. And I'm so grateful he did, because with the royalty check, I was able to buy a fence. Hey, pretty thing, let me tell you, I was raised on a Rolling Stone. I cut my teeth on the Allman Brothers and Billy Gibbons Tone. I learned the blues in Memphis and how to fight in Texas bars. I did a little time in Oklahoma for hot water and cars. I'm a hoagie on the road for Tishomingo in an asshole at 402. Oh, I'm dead on Falls and Chevrolet. To you. You look a lot faster. I bet you ain't a debutante. I'm a hoagie on the road for Tishomingo in an asshole at 402. Oh, I'm bad on Ford and Chevrolet. But I'll be good to you. Show you my LA tattoo. And if you come with me to the city of angels, I buy one for you. It's a 2-day drive from Abilene to the California state line. We'll stop at the Sands in Vegas and bet it all on Black 29. I'm a hoagie on the road from Tishomingo with an asshole at 402. Oh, I'm that on Ford and Chevrolet. And I'll be good to you. Chevrolet, and I've been good to you. Oh, I'm down for the Chevrolet, and I've been good to you. Thank you. Is there anybody here from Texas? Man, what are the odds of that? I wish I had a song for it. Oh. I wrote this a while back. I got some cowboy boots, jeans, and a warrior shirt. I got some mirror sunglasses. I got a mobile phone. I guess I look like some Puerto Rican boat dealer who's out on bail, just trying to get home. But I ain't in dropped in a pocket. Said, screw you, we're from Texas. Screw you, we're from Texas. Screw you, we're from Texas. We're from Texas, Nashville. Screw you. Don't get me wrong, I love the USA and all the other states, you know. I believe they're okay. But Texas, well, that's the place that I want to be, and I got if I'll ever get a gig in Nashville. Now, anyway, why would I want to go? We got Antone's back, we got Green Hall, we got Urban Campfire here in the Seashell Motel thing. We got Willie and Jerry Jeff and Robert Earl Keane and Hayes Call and Marlon King and so many more. So screw you! We're from Texas. Screw you! We're from Texas. Screw you! We're from Texas. We're from Texas. Screw you! Sing it with me. Screw you! We're from Texas. Screw you! We're from Texas. Screw you! We're from Texas. We're from Texas. Yeah, well, some of them are a little squirrely, our politicians. Lord, they're loco. But when it comes to music, my friend, I can believe these words are as true as St. John the Revelator. Stevie Ray Vaughan was the best guitar player I ever heard. There's a 13-foot elevators. Just screw you. We're from Texas. Screw you. We're from Texas. Screw you. We're from Texas. We're from Texas. Screw you. We're from Texas. Screw you, Nashville. We write our own songs here. Nobody tells us what to sing. Nobody tells us what to do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Can I pander or what? Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate everything, and thank y'all for coming out. We had a really good time. Once again, I tell you what, I want to thank old Ray Becker on the sound and everybody. There he is back there, and everybody here, Mark, and everybody else has been treated so nice. And this is a song I wrote a while back, and this band called Cross Canadian Ragweed put it on their album. I'm so grateful that they did, because at the last royalty check, I was able to buy a gate for my fence. Thank you guys so much. Last night woman got a walk that make a man cry. Go back to say that how. I say ruby red lips and liquid hips. Ow, oh let alone loud. I told her once, I told her twice, I must have told her 1,000 times. I got a red hot mind and a cold black heart. I'm the jealous guy. The woman just laughed. She said, sweet daddy, you know you the only one. You're my smooth lover boy, my heartache and joy now. Come on, let's have some fun. Let's rock and roll. Put your gun, kicking it fine. Love the dust. It was early last night. I went downtown. This little place called Johnny's Last Stand. Through the blues and the smoke, I saw on the dance floor she's with another man. The man's name was Louis Dupree. I pushed a little button on the knife. Walked up to him, I said, hello, sonny boy. Have you enjoyed your life? It's time to rock and roll. Put you to me now. Take it aside. Love me does. dark, I heard a local whistle cry with her name on my arm. The rain coming down, I kissed her for the very last time. I could go down to the railroad track and her red dead lips touch mine. Rock and roll. Look at her now. She is fine. Love me just rock and roll. It's who she could. Love me good. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. This is a song I co-wrote with a young kid named Eric Church who did a while back. He's been really good to me. And this thing I think was album Desperate Man's nominated for a Grammy. So you know, for an old cat. Somebody said, man, that kind of old to get your first Grammy nomination. I go, man, didn't want to peak too soon. Don't glass barefooted across the devil's backbone. I've done everything I swear. Hey, hey, what can I say? I'm a desperate man. Hey, hey, what can I say? I'm a desperate man. Teller told me, no more last chances. You got no future at all. But I ain't listening to some black-hearted gypsy who ain't got a crucifix on her wall. No, no, no. I say, hey, what can I say, Lord? I'm a desperate man. little bit of vodka in a cherry coke. We're going to Oklahoma to the family reunion for the first time in years. It's up at Uncle Slayton's, 'cause it's getting on in years. You know he no longer travels, but he's still pretty spry. And not much on talking, he's just too mean to die. And they'll be coming down from Kansas and from West Arkansas. He'll be one big old party like you never saw. I gotta put on my James McMurtry. I would just come across as an elderly gentleman with sensual thoughts. If you were to sing it, you would just come across as a bunch of wild people in Port Aransas, Texas, who have no morals whatsoever. And you love James McMurtry songs. So if you sing it, that gets me off the hook. So I'll get you started, all right? That way I'll come across as a nice guy, and y'all come across as, hey, Stan and Lynn, they wear them cut off breeches and them skinny little halters, and they're second cousins to me. Man, I don't care, I wanna get between them. That was the best that's ever been done. Strap them kids in, get 'em a little bit of Benadryl and a cherry coke. We're going to Oklahoma. Wait, let's don't go to Oklahoma. Let's go somewhere else.